Hello, this is Bill Hernandez speaking.
Bill, it's Andy from Humber Christ. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, brother?
Not too shabby, to be
Good.
honest.
Good. Where you calling from today?
Calling from Baltimore. We're at there's a venue here called Soundstage, Baltimore.
How's the weather up there?
It's not as bad as Baltimore was a week ago, I'll tell you that.
Dude, we're crazy
it's pretty
here.
Good, man. We've been really lucky, man.
Yeah. I got to tell you, because we're in Florida right now, and it's June. 2 days ago it was like 94 degrees. Now it's 74 degrees and it's raining. It's just freaking weird, man.
Yeah, we got to bring you some sun, man.
Good, man. We've had rain for literally 3 weeks straight, so we could use some of that, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we've been really lucky. We've had because we started on the West Coast and we've been following the good weather, man. So we had like 1 day of rain and it wasn't even that bad. Hopefully we are coming down with some good weather for all you.
All right, sounds good. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, June 16th at the Culture Room here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I just wanted to start by kind of going back a little. You know, as a kid, can you remember when music first impacted your life and what you were feeling then?
I grew up, my whole family was so into music, so I kind of grew up with everybody being so heavy into music. Like my uncle was like that kind of a hair metal kind of guy, and my dad was like Sabbath and the Purple, and then I had another uncle that was, like German speed metal, and so I remember I was like 9 years old when my uncle took me to a record store and he had me pick out my first record ever. Like that was I picked up because he would always buy me everything,
Yeah.
I was like 9 years old. I walked in and I picked out. This is 1984. And I picked out my first album. I just picked out just because of the way it looks, man. I pulled the vinyl up, and it was Give Me Convenience and Give Me Death by Dead Kennedys.
Nice.
And I took it home, and I listened to it, and I remember, I was like, man, I didn't know what punk was,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I found my own style of metal. Because, I felt like everybody in my family were listening to different styles of metal, so I found my own style of metal. So that was like the first like, wow, something completely new. That's been ever since. I love exploring and finding new stuff,
I mean, you were pretty successful in Norway, being in different bands and stuff. And what's interesting is that you've experimented in so many different styles of music, from like hip hop, industrial, punk, and metal, and all of that. So it's easy to see that you appreciate all kinds of music.
Yeah, man, I'm working on a full acoustic album right now. Which was just bound to happen too, because I've been listening to like outlaw country stuff my whole life,
Mm-hmm.
And more folky stuff and Americana stuff, and it was just kind of bound to happen. So I'm trying to embrace every style of music out there that I like, and there is no such thing as a bad genre of music.
No.
There is just bad artists. You know what I mean? So I just try to embrace what's good out there. And that goes for pop music. It goes for metal. It goes for hardcore. It goes for industrial. It goes for techno. Whatever it is.
Yeah. So does that mean...
People are so easy to just, oh, man, do you listen to country? Oh, man. Or you listen to hip-hop? Oh, God. People are just very judgmental.
Exactly.
And instead of exploring what's really good out there,
So because you're exploring all these different genres and stuff, is it easy to say that there might be a Spanish language album coming out soon from you guys?
Well, we're the new album, we're almost done writing the new album, and we're definitely going back in time a little bit, and we're picking up a lot more of industrial roots and stuff like that for this album. But it still has all the influences from everything that I listened to and everything that I experienced and everything I experimented with. It still has a little flavor of all of it.
Yeah.
You know, but I just kind of restarted. I just kind of went to the studio. I'm not going to continue exploring. I kind of want to step back, go to the base, ground zero, and use everything I've learned and make an album straight from my heart.
Oh, that sounds great.
And that's what I'm doing right now.
Now,
no compromises.
Exactly. Now, as a player, a musician, are you self-taught?
Yeah, man. And I'm glad I am. I'm not gonna tell you that I would have been anywhere different or done things different if I would have been taught. But like I feel like the more schooled you are, the more rules you have.
Yes.
You know, I don't think Edison did what he did because he learned it from somebody, because he's the inventor for a reason. You know, you don't go to school for that.
Right.
So, if you're going to come up with something new, you're going to do something new. You can't have anybody learn you how to do it.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are currently on tour with support from Wednesday 13, Prison, Nightclub, Death Valley High, who actually, I'm going to be talking with Death Valley High right as soon as we hang up on the phone. How's this tour coming along with these great bands supporting you guys?
Dude, it's awesome, man. I more or less handpicked these bands just because I wanted this diversity, and I think the world of every single of these artists. They're really amazing at what they do in their own way, and everybody brings something in. And in one way, I feel like Death Valley High, Prison, Nightclub, and Wednesday 13 combined is kind of a little bit of what we do.
Yeah.
So I felt like we kind of represent several styles that we are embracing in Comistrike, you know what I mean? So it's such a great lineup, man. And people are really stoked. Our fans are really stoked, because a lot of our fans have been, introduced to some of this music styles at all. Like, first is super hard, like deathcore, metalcore, and like a lot of our fans never even listened to seen any bands like that before.
Yeah.
And it's important to me that they see where we're coming from too. That's the scene I'm from, in the 90s. Yeah. So for our fans to see bands like that, they have a little bit more understanding of where we're coming from, and I get to expose these amazing bands to the fans.
Cool. Now, what can fans expect on this tour? You have any surprises planned?
I lost you there, buddy, and now I don't hear you.
So what can fans expect on this tour? Do you have any surprises?
Let me call you right back. I still don't hear you.
No problem.